Hi friends, welcome back to another class of SQL, and in this class we are going to see certain or some predefined functions in SQL. Predefined functions are those which are already there in SQL and are available for you to use. Okay, and these are not customized functions. Customized functions are like user defined functions, which I will come down later. Those you can customize according to your own needs. In this class, we are going to focus on some predefined functions in SQL. Okay, these are not user-defined functions, but predefined functions already available in SQL. So you can first go to line number 1 and select this line number 1 so as to activate the database class 2. From our previous class, now we have started using this class 2 database, and under this class 2 database we have imported those same tables that so far we have been using, that is emp2 underscore 2 and emp underscore inc. Now go to line number 3 and you can select this line number 3. What does it say? Select then sum salary from emp underscore inc. In this emp underscore inc table, if you remember, we had EID column, then we had the department column, designation column, salary column. Okay, so what is the total salary? Like under the salary column, we have got the salaries of various employees, 79 records of salary for 79 employees. So if we want to sum up all those salary values from that salary column, then what will be the total amount? So go to line number 3, select, hit the execute button, and here you see this entire value is coming up. Okay, so if you remember, from the emp underscore inc table we had the salary column having 79 rows, so 79 values of salary is there in that table, and if I want to add up all those salary values, then this is what you have to do. Select, then give the function. Sum is the function name. Okay, sum is the function name. Sum of which column? Sum of the salary column. Okay, and from which table, that you have to specify. Now you have to specify it from our table emp underscore inc. Okay, and if I want to give this column a name, this column which is displaying the sum of salary, if I want to give it a name, then go to line number 5, same command, that is select, then give the function name, that is sum, within parenthesis salary, and then within this single inverted comma you have to give any name whatever you like. I have given like total underscore salary. Then this salary column, that is this salary column, is present in which table? Now in emp underscore inc table. So after you have named this new column as total salary, then you have to specify from which table. So from emp underscore inc. Okay, everything is same, just in between I have inserted the single inverted comma where I'm giving my own name, like total underscore salary. You can give your own name whatever you like. So go to line number 5, select, then give the function name sum within parenthesis salary, then give because ultimately a new column will appear where the total salary will be displayed. So I can give a value, I can give a name to that column that I am specifying as total underscore salary, then from emp underscore inc, execute, and then see the same value. The entire salary has been summed up and displayed here. And previously we saw that this column that got displayed, it was with no name. There was no name for it, but now there is a name which I gave, total underscore salary. Okay. Then next function is count function. Next function is count function. Go to line number 7, select, then you have to give this function name, that is count, within parenthesis EID, then from emp underscore inc. Count function will simply count the total number of rows. Count function will simply count the total number of rows from this particular column EID, and this EID column I'm measuring with respect to which table? With respect to emp underscore inc table. So display the total number of rows available under the EID column, and which EID column I'm selecting? I'm selecting the EID column from the emp underscore inc table. So select this, execute, and 79. Okay. So there are 79 rows of EID, means 79 EID values are there in this table. And if I want to name it, like here, see, no name is appearing, no column name. I want to give it a name. So what to do? The same function, the same query you have to write with the function, and just in between you have to give your name. That is, instead of no column name being displayed, I want some name to appear here. Any customized name, whatever you can give. Like I have given here total underscore emp. You can give whatever name you like. So go to line number 8 and select it. Hit the execute button. See, now here I have basically decided to count the total number of rows available under the EID column from which table? From emp2 underscore 2 table. Okay. So that's why the command is select, then count function you have to give within parenthesis EID, then the output column that you will ultimately get there you have to specify some name if you want. I have given total underscore emp. From which table? From emp2 underscore 2 table. So from emp2 underscore 2 table, EID column will be selected and the total number of rows under that column will be basically then counted and displayed here. So which is 132. Okay. Then next function is max function. Max function will display what? The maximum value. Max function will display the maximum value under any column. Like here I have chosen the salary column. From which table I am selecting? From emp underscore inc table I am selecting. Okay. And if you remember in the emp underscore inc table, the salary value, the salary column is an integer column. Okay. So simply you have to specify the function max and then within parenthesis on which column you want to apply this max function, that you have to specify. I have decided to implement this max function on the salary column, and salary column belongs to which table? Belongs to this particular table emp underscore inc. And what is the nature of salary column? It is an integer column. Salary column is an integer column. So the maximum salary shall be displayed with respect to which table? emp underscore inc table. So select this line number 10, execute, and it is coming like this: 520005. 520005 is the maximum salary that is given to a person. Okay, and that value is available under the emp underscore inc table. Now similarly, if I want to apply the max function on any varchar column, if I want to apply this max function on any varchar column, that also I can do. Go to line number 11, then give the command select, then space, specify the function you want to apply, which is max function. So max within parenthesis the column on which you want to apply the max function. I have selected here the EID column. Then from which table EID I am selecting? From emp2 underscore 2 table I am selecting. Okay. So select max within parenthesis EID from which table? From emp2 underscore 2 table, and EID nature, the data type of EID column is nothing but your varchar. It's a varchar column. Okay. So display the maximum EID value from the emp2 underscore 2 table. Go to line number 11, select, hit the execute button. You see I1135. That is the maximum EID value which is available basically under the EID column from which table? emp2 underscore 2 table. Similarly, you can apply your min function. Min function will do the opposite of max function. That is, it will display the minimum value. So select min function. So min within parenthesis the column on which you want to apply your min function, which is salary column. So specify that is salary. From which table I am selecting it? From emp underscore inc table. So this will display the minimum salary value. It will this line number 13 shall display the minimum salary value under the salary column from emp underscore inc table. So the minimum salary value will be displayed here, and the value is what? Minimum salary that is given here is 35005. Okay. Similarly, I can use this min function to display the minimum EID value from any table, like from emp2 underscore 2 table you can give, or from emp underscore inc table also you can select. Okay, because the EID column is available in both the tables. So go to line number 14, select, then min, so min function, then within parenthesis you have to write the name of the column, which is EID, on which I'm trying to apply this min function, and from which table I'm picking up this EID column? From emp2 underscore 2 table. So select this line number 14, hit the execute button. The minimum EID value is I1001. Okay. Now suppose I want to display the average salary. Average salary will be what? Now there are 79 salary values. There are 79 employees. So all the 79 employees have got their salary values. So I want to find out the average salary. So 79 salary values will be added up, and that total value will be divided by 79. Okay, there are 79 values of salary. All these 79 salary values will be added and then divided by 79, because there are total 79 salary values. So all the 79 salary values will be added, then divide by 79, and that will give you the average salary. So select, then here you have to specify the average function. In SQL, it is AVG. Okay, in SQL, it is AVG for average function. Then within parenthesis, you have to specify the column on which you want to apply this function average. So the column name is salary, and output column will be generated where the output result will be there. And normally we can name that particular output column. So for naming, I have specified here as average underscore salary. Okay. And this salary column I'm picking up from which table? From EMP underscore INC table. So select line number 16, hit the execute button. See, so the average salary is 132905. This is the output value that I get, and it is under a column, and this column name is average underscore salary, which I have already specified here. After the as keyword, here you have to specify the as keyword, and after that you can give a name to your output column. So 79 salary values will be added and divided by the number 79. That will give you the average salary. Then similarly, there are some simple functions like square. Square function you can give. Square of, I have chosen here number 5. You can give any number. So select square 5. Square of 5 is what? 5 square is 25. So that value will be displayed 25. Then select another function is SQRT. SQRT stands for square root. So square, I have given inside the parenthesis, you have to specify the value on which you want to apply this function SQRT. Like square is a function, similarly SQRT is also a function to find out the square root of a particular value. Within parenthesis, you have to mention the value. So go to line number 19 and select SQRT 25. Square root of 25 will be 5. Execute and 5. Okay. Then similarly, suppose I want to generate some random values. Okay, sometimes in your research work or for your programming purposes, we want to arbitrarily generate some random values. So for that, there is a function in SQL known as rand function. Okay, so this rand function will display a random value. So go to line number 21, select, hit the execute button. You see 0.38. It has been selected, it stays selected. Now hit the execute button again. Another new random number will be displayed, which is 0.3917. It's different from the previous random value. Line number 21 stays selected. I hit the execute button again. Another new random number will be displayed. This time it is 0.53, which is different from 0.39. So that is the purpose of rand function. This will basically generate random numbers. It will generate a random number every time. A different number will be generated whenever you execute it, and the range of its output will be between 0 to 1. So this rand function will generate a random value between 0 to 1, and every time you execute it, a different random value will be generated. And once the random value is generated, you can do multiplication, addition, subtraction kind of tasks also. So like line number 22, if you go to, then select rand function. This will generate a random value between 0 to 1, and then that value shall be multiplied with 2, and your output will be displayed. Okay, 1.388, so the random value must have been 0.694, something like that, which is in the range between 0 to 1. Okay. Then we have some functions known as concat functions. Okay, concat function will do what? It will concatenate like used for concatenation. Concatenation means joining. So here you have to give the command select, then specify the function name, which is concat. Okay, and then within the parenthesis you have to give some values, like I've chosen a string values like Piyush. It's a name of a random name of a person I've selected, Piyush. Then give comma. After the comma, give single inverted commas again, and there specify the surname of the person, Rana. So suppose the first name of the person is Piyush, and then I'm using a delimiter here. Delimiter here is the separator, which is comma. After that, I'm mentioning the surname of the person. So what will it generate? This will concatenate. Here, this concat function will be used to concatenate these two string values. That is, Piyush and Rana will be concatenated together. So go to line number 25 and hit the execute button. You see Piyush Rana. Normally, there is always a space between the name and the surname. So I have not given here any space. That's why there is no space between Piyush and Rana. No space between the name and the surname. Now go to line number 26, select concat. So I'm applying the concatenation function again, and this time I'm mentioning Piyush, the string name, and then here like here I used two string values. Now here I'm using three string values. Okay, what are the three string values? First string value is Piyush. Second string value is your comma. This comma you have to specify inside this single inverted commas. Okay, so that's when it will be taken as a string value for the SQL. Then between Piyush and this comma, you have to specify this delimiter, this comma. Okay, so you see this Piyush is inserted between this single inverted columns. Then specify the delimiter, comma. Okay, after that again mention a string value. So within single inverted commas, you have to specify a value like this, comma. Okay, then after this give your normal delimiter, that is simple comma. After that enter your third string value, that is within the single inverted commas, mention the surname like Rana. So what will be the output? Piyush comma Rana. You see, Piyush comma Rana. Then go to line number 27, select concat, that is concatenation function. I want to apply on what? On these couple of string values. The first string value is what? First string value is Piyush. Okay, then after that give the delimiter, and after the delimiter just here simply give this two single inverted commas without any space, and after that give a comma, and after that give your third string value, which is Rana. So what will happen? Piyush Rana will be concatenated without any space. Piyush Rana concatenated without any space. Now go to line number 28. Here if you selected, apply the concat function, that is concatenation I want to do on three string values. What are the three string values? The first string value is Piyush. Okay, the first string value is Piyush. What is the second string value? In the second string value, you see between the single inverted commas, I have entered a space here. Okay, in the previous one, there was no space in between the single inverted commas, but here there is a space between the single inverted commas, and third string value is your surname of the person, Rana. So Piyush space Rana. Okay, so like in the first instance, line number 25, Piyush Rana got concatenated. In line number 26, Piyush, comma Rana, all of them got concatenated. Then line number 27, Piyush and no space and Rana got concatenated. And in this case, the line number 28, Piyush space Rana got concatenated. Hence, you get the space between the name and the surname. That is the space between Piyush and Rana. Okay. Then you have something like trim function. Trim function is to trim out the extra spaces. Extra spaces. Okay. So line number 31, select and select. Then within the parenthesis, you choose your single inverted commas. Then give some name like Piyush Rana. Okay. And between the starting inverted comma and the P of Piyush, you can give some backspaces, like some spaces here. Okay, intentionally I have inserted some spaces here, and towards this side also, A of Rana and between the concluding single inverted comma, I've inserted some spaces here. Okay, so how will this name be generated? It will be generated like this. Line number 31, if you select Piyush Rana, you see on the left hand side of Piyush there is space, and on the right hand side of Rana also there is some space. Okay, now select line number 32. Select both the lines 31 and 32. Select and execute. You see now, what was the function that I gave in line number 32? In line number 32, I gave the function trim. Trim will do what? It will trim out the spaces on both sides. That is, from the left hand side also the spaces will be gone, and from the right hand side also the spaces will be gone. So that is why you see in this first output there is some space between the left hand side and P for Piyush, and in the second output you see there is no space, or there are no spaces between the start point and the P for Piyush. And similarly on the right hand side also, if you see in the first output there are spaces, and if you look at the second output there are no spaces. Okay, by just looking into the right hand side, spaces won't be that much apparent, because ultimately it is the left spaces which get visibly apparent, not the right side which get visibly apparent. But suppose after Rana I give something else, then that trim will come in very handy. Okay, so this trim function will trim the spaces from both the sides. Similarly, you can use LTRIM. LTRIM is used to trim the extra spaces from the left side. LTRIM is used to trim the spaces or extra spaces from the left side. So you see in line number 35, select. Then, if you I've entered this string name Piyush Rana within the single inverted comma, and on the left hand side there are some spaces, and I don't want these spaces to be there. Okay, so that's why on the left hand side I do not want any kind of extra spaces. So for that I can use my LTRIM function. LTRIM, L for left. This will trim out the extra spaces from the left hand side. So go to lines 35 and 36, and see the difference. The first one is giving Piyush Rana output, line number 35. It is giving the Piyush Rana output with spaces on the left hand side. And the second line, there is line number 36, is also giving the output Piyush Rana, but there are no spaces on the left hand side. Okay. Similarly, you can use RTRIM function. This will trim out the extra spaces from the right hand side of the string. So like here, select, then see Piyush Rana. Towards the left hand side there are no spaces, but towards the right hand side I have intentionally given here spaces. Right hand side means after A of Rana and between the concluding single inverted comma there are some extra spaces. Okay, and those spaces I want to be deleted out. So for that I can use this RTRIM function. This is RTRIM function. RTRIM function will do what? It will trim out the extra spaces from the right hand side. Okay, so line number 39 you select, and line number 40 also you select. Okay, and after selection you will see the difference. Okay, so lines 39 to 40 you select and go to the execute button. You see in the SQL this won't be visibly apparent, because ultimately the left hand side spaces are only which get apparent, and once they're deleted out that also get apparent. But in the right hand side it becomes apparent only if you would have entered a third string value, then you would have seen the difference. Okay, anyways, here the job is to trim out the extra spaces from the right hand side. Okay, so inherently, internally, if you look at the first output Piyush Rana, at the right hand side there are spaces, and at the second output for Piyush Rana there should not be any spaces towards the right hand side. Now in the right hand side spaces, this does not become visibly apparent in the naked eye, but internally it trims out the extra spaces from the right hand side. Okay, that becomes apparent once you give any kind of third string. So that's it for this video. And if you have liked this video, then please hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and press the bell icon notification button. And thank you.